And that was the greatest thing about pot, that you don't really have to smoke it.
Yeah.
It's so kind to you that if you don't want to smoke it, it'll say, okay, I'll be here when you get ready. And so quitting it didn't hurt me at all. It was enjoyable, because it was fun being straight after all those years. It was like another high. But being straight, man, it's a high. Because you understand what other people are trying to tell you. See, when you're stoned, you don't give a shit. You know what you're thinking, and that's all that counts. Yeah. This weed, man, is going to save the world. It is. They've done studies, man, and one thing about pot, no violence. No violence, man. It makes you peaceful. And they've done studies, man. They found out, that pot really is the answer to gun control. Really. Get those fuckers high, man. And then they forget who they're pissed off at. Life's so simple when you're high. Everything makes sense. Total. Even when you're fucked up. Even when you're in some fucked situation that, it's impossible. Like you got caught going through a red light after waiting for the stoplight to change colors. And all of a sudden, the cops are there. And you're in the middle of the intersection and you're fucked up. And the only thing you can do when the cops come over is laugh. Because it's so fucking funny what you just did. And then when the cops see that, man, there's no violence. They don't feel violent. I've gotten out of more shit by making cops laugh than I can count, man. And when I was in jail, they treated me like a hero. The police, the guards, yeah. It was great, man. People asked me in jail, asked me there, do you miss Cheech? And I said, no. And they said, why? I said, because I'm here with a lot of Cheeches. Everywhere I look, there's Cheech, man. So I made it through that jail thing. It was nothing, man. It was great. Then I got to come to events like this, man. Who would have thought? Imagine, I went to jail for 9 months for a bomb. Isn't that a stoner's fucking dream? Because when I was in jail, they said, it was weird. They would say, why are you here? And these are hardened criminals. They're in there for murder, they're in for rape, they're in for, horrendous crimes. And they say, what did you do? And I said, I mailed a bomb. Yeah. And they say, wow, fuck, man. What's a bomb? They thought I was saying bombs. And I never got high once in jail. I got offered a lot, but then they drug test me a half hour later. Yeah, they were trying to bust me for smoking pot in jail so they could have a headline, Tommy Chong got smoking pot in jail. But I had a buddy there that saved my ass, and in fact, he was from San Bernardino. He was an old biker named Steve. He was my dog when I was in jail. And every time anybody offered me a joint, old Steve would tell him, hey, get the fuck out of here. Leave him alone. And then they would drug test me because they were trying to catch me. And then if they caught me, they would put me in, I would get more time in jail. So the pot is so beautiful, man, because you don't have to smoke it. You only smoke it because you want to smoke it. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that something to be hooked on? To be addicted to? Something kind and sweet, man. A gift from God. The burning bush. That's what God gave Moses. God appeared to Moses in the form of a burning bush. Personally, and he saw Moses standing there, and he said, "Mo, come here, boy." He said, "This bud's for Jews." And that God dope stayed lit for 40 years, man. And Moses wandered the desert for 40 years, and the people followed him. And they cried out, "Moses, Moses, give us a hit, motherfucker." Come on, shotgun, shotgun. And 40 years they wandered the desert. What were they looking for? The land of milk and honey. The fuckers had the munchies.